Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza.
This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
That is the hottest team in baseball to you, everybody. Tigers with, I think, their best game of the season. You didn't play a helpless, homeless person. Scuba was outstanding. No errors in the field. And this team hit with power in a tidy, economical,
fast pace.
2 hours and 20 minutes. Winners is 7 of 8 and 5 in a row. And we did the Torkelson thing before the game yesterday. I wanted to give people an opportunity to comment after today. By the way, shout out Kerry Bonds, as Kenny calls him. That is the official Tiger of this radio show. Another home run.
Who didn't get a home run today?
Everybody. You know it's good when McKinstry hits one.
You get one.
You get a home
everybody was
run.
hitting solo. All right,
and
sure.
I'm excited the Tigers are playing well because they've had some bad Aprils. This is a really nice start after 0-3 against Voltron.
Do we need to bring it back to song? They had bad
No. Not the April Nadie thing. Please, no. Look, the vibes are strong. I got Kenny Bett and Keeneland live on the air. It's a big day.
I joined him on this one.
Okay. I got you. This is good.
This is
productive. But here's what we said.
If we go silent for 2 minutes, we're watching the race.
No. Well, why? We can't watch them on the TVs here.
David will just play us off anyway.
We didn't buy that particular cable package, apparently. All right, so listen. Let's take care of business. Yesterday, I talked about the torque factor. What if Spencer Torkelson is this good? Now, not to the tune of an 1,100 OPS, but let's just say, what if Torque is an 800 OPS, everyday first base / DH, right-handed power bat in the order, a 30 home run bat? If he's that, isn't that the difference between this team winning 83, 84 games and winning the division at 90? Like today is a perfect example. You're going to get pitching. Yesterday, another great example. I thought Casey Mize stacked another really nice day. Mm-hmm. And you know what you're going to get primarily from Reese Olson and Jack Flaherty, health permitting. We bemoaned, right? You always hearken, I bemoan. I wanted a right-handed bat, just a bopper. Well, what if Torkelson's that guy?
Right.
And yes, I gave up on him. You gave up on him. Jesus gave up on him. The point is, Torque looks...
I didn't. I had faith.
You lying son of a...
I felt bad when he went down to Toledo.
Okay. So my point is, if he's this good, guys, isn't that the X factor? Like you're missing an X factor. Parker Meadows was your X factor. What if Torque steps into that role? And then I'm just doing this for Kenny. Nobody get upset. Imagine if you had Wyatt Langford with him. Sorry. The point I just had to make sure we hit our quota.
It goes. The streak continues.
That's it. That's all I need.
All right, Cal.
So
Cal Ripken, everybody.
Iron Man. I did text Kenny last night. Hey, Wyatt walked. Max Clark walked to the mailbox. So look, I said the Torque thing to me is a 6-game differential. Another home run today. I know for us, we did this yesterday ever so briefly. I wanted to give people listening to the game a chance to comment. Go ahead.
No, because I do want to know, what will it take for people to stop seeing him and putting him in the same breath as Chris Shelton? And we've experienced this before. We've seen this type of April before, because I do think it's legit. I do think that, yeah, Mike, he could be the difference between 6-7 games. He could be the difference, better yet, of them winning this division. In a division where everybody's so close together, he's already won you a game with a walk-off. I think the power is going to continue. I think the hitting will continue. And almost kind of like how the Tigers stumbled into the playoffs, and I don't think they planned on making the playoffs, but they made the playoffs. Yeah. I think they've stumbled into their right-handed hitter, though they didn't really plan on it. It's happening right now.
Look, I'll throw the number out to the people. You tell me what you want to do. And sure, I'm not going to act like he had a home run off Randy Johnson today. It's Carlos Carrasco who graduated with Rico. And it was a hanging slider. But guess what?
He hit it.
He deposited it. That's the job. You got to be a bad ball hitter. You got to punish people. He's hitting fastballs this year. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. I know. I understand completely. I get it. It's 11 games. I know that, guys. But I'm not going to be Captain Poopy Pants. They've gotten off to a nice start. If you factor in, they played basically a team nobody's going to beat to start the season. They've won 7 out of 8. They got one more with the Yankees, but you've already won the series. The Twins are on tap. They blow. The Brewers are on tap. They suck. You got an opportunity to get off to a nice start. And I'm measuring this against what I said to you guys. Can you be 500 in April while we await Parker Meadows updates? Can you just stay in the fight? Rico, they're 7-4, and they've won 7 out of 8. And Torkelson is spearheading a lot of it. Game winner the other day, another home run today. Hey, if you guys think it's too much and you're like, guys, pump the brakes, that's fine. But look, not too long ago, this team had a 2-9 start, a 4-8 start. They're off to a good start. And they're doing it where they're really banged up. Jake Rogers just went to the IL today. You know you don't have Parker Meadows. You don't have Gleyber Torres. I'm happy about it.
Because, Mike, the beauty of it is you don't have to climb out of the hole in April. You're ahead of the pack, which means that you can absorb a couple of bad series and you still won't be 6, 7, 8, 9 games below 500. So, yes, when Parker Meadows gets back, the magical number is just be at 500. But I like what I'm seeing, and I mean, not the Yankees, but you're going out there. You have a series coming up against beatable teams.
Well, we
go
stink.
out there.
We stink.
Nah, I mean, yes, Yankees stink. You'll still be great.
No, I know. Look, we got 9 pitchers on IL, and we're missing 3-4 boppers. Not your problem, by the way.
I'm not going to be crying
Yankees
for the Yankees.
No,
but
I don't want anyone
you're
to.
You're
I'm
taking
just
advantage, and now just take series. Now you don't have to
win them all.
Look, the Dodgers swept you, and I kept saying, guys, just disregard that.
I tried to tell Costa
that didn't matter. That's the Dodgers. They're going to make a lot of people look bad. Their payroll.
Real quick.
What they're paying, luxury tax is your payroll.
Hold on, real quick. This thing on? Listen, I want to talk about your baseball team. All right? Either that or I'm going to have David start reading scripture until you call. They've won 7 of 8. They've just taken the first 2 from the Yankees. They just beat them with their own torpedo bats. It was a power surge today on a 35-degree day. Skubal was damn near perfection for 6 innings. These are all very positive things, and the Torkelson thing's exciting. If that doesn't work for you, Kenny's going to start reading off Red Wings historical records until he passes out. Because we're having your intervention later in the show there, big boy. Oh, yeah. Tonight is an emotional, impactful evening at the Cod House.
Or, you know what? It's chilly. Hey, what's your favorite soup?
No. This is... I think it's totally legitimate to come out of a Tigers game and talk Tigers. Because...
Especially when they're winning.
And they're playing good ball.
Yes.
And look, I'm not forgetting about Mize. I know I'm focused on Torkelson. It's only because Mize pitched yesterday and the Torque thing happened today. But look, Mize is 2 for 2 with dominating starts.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got the win with Torque because Torque should just be the automatic W all year long.
What does that mean?
It means when he's on the mound, you should win that game.
You mean Skubal?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
no, if Torque starts pitching, you've got my attention.
Yes, Skubal. My bad.
Torque Tani. 248-539-9797. David, a good word from the good book. What do you have for everybody?
I have this. Ticket text here.
Yes.
I'll take Torque at plus 27 home runs and solid defense at first. That gets us to 87. We still need an everyday center fielder to get us to the recess from field.
Hey, everybody cool? I know they need stuff. But if Torkelson becomes a player who is representative, not a superstar, but a guy you don't regret taking at 1, a guy who's helping you, not living in a Toledo one-bedroom apartment.
A guy who looks like he can be a part of the core of the team.
Yes. I think it has a massive impact because the lefty-righty split using Green, Torque, Carp, that becomes a middle of the order that's a problem. And then, yes, eventually, Gleyber's here for a reason. It's not his glove. Now you stack him up in the order. You got to fake it till you make it. But then if you can bring Parker Meadows back, look, I think it's okay to be optimistic.
To make up for the lack of defense that they have.
I can't fix that.
No,
but you know what?
But
no errors today. No errors today.
And you hit home runs, you outscore your opponent, and it doesn't matter how bad your defense is.
This guy's a regular Bill James over here. Hit homers, score runs, win. A book by Rico. We'll get to Kenny when he's done screening calls. Yes, later on today.
I'm bringing back Tom Amansky next.
This is the instructional video that gets results. You got to put the hat way up on your head like McGriff. Yeah. Why can't we do a VH1 Where Are They Now on the Tom Amansky kids? The ones that were rifling baseballs in the garbage cans from 300 feet away?
Yeah, Tom Amansky.
Are any of them in the majors?
Like, did it work out for any of you?
Right. It's like the Tom Amansky's kids versus the and one circuit.
Hot Sauce, Philip Champion.
Yeah.
I know Escalade's dead.
Like whatever
That
happened.
was Mark Jackson's brother, right?
Was it?
Escalade. I'm pretty sure that's Mark Jackson's
I
brother.
think you are correct on that.
Also dead.
What don't you
That
know?
correct as well, yes.
How do you know about the and one tour?
It was a cultural movement with a K. It was the culture. 248-539-9797. We got Tiger Ball to open up with. We'll get a little football to you. And then, yes, Jeff Van Vonderen live in studio for an intervention with Kenny and the Red Wings tonight north of the border. This is it right here. Kenny's been repeating and muttering to himself, hold the door all day. Kenny, this is it now. You got to decide.
What is the Hodor?
Hodor. Kenny's just muttering left and right. Hodor, Hodor, Hodor.
You know what? I'm done. I think I may have been the only one that got that reference. I was like, did he just call him Hodor?
Hold the door. We'll get to your calls next. 97.1. Okay.
Well, I don't know what I did to David, but
that
man,
was tremendous.
David has been giving me the business all week.
You called it out yesterday.
It is. We can't. Okay.
All right, it's 4:00.
There will be no unity
That was emotional.
till we end the black on black crime.
Listen, the Tigers are the focus. We'll deal with black on black crime later. That'll be in the 5
248.
Yeah. What's your opinion? Kenny's
What do
walked
you
out.
have to say about it?
No.
No,
Let's start the intervention. I don't want to do this.
How's
Kenny's-
black on black crime in the 586?
Kenny's interested in the 7th race at Keeneland. We've got Tiger talk. Torkelson, day 2. We started yesterday. Pre-game, wanted to follow up post-game. I think he's the difference between 84 and 90 wins. If he's this good, if this is who he's going to be. And I understand. Please, I beg of you. I know it's 11 games. But just don't be Captain Poopy Pants. That's coming from me. It's okay to say, you know what? He has helped power winning 7 out of 8. He's got 8 extra base hits in 11 games. I mean, do the math on it. Is it sustainable? Probably not. But he's helping you in a time you need it most. So that's where we kind of started. Winners of 7 of 8. You've already got the series locked up. I think you played your most comprehensive game today. No defensive gaffes, no errors, power. Scuba was excellent, which is just what we're spoiled. We've come to expect it, which is why it's going to suck when we have to trade him. But look.
We're not doing that right
No,
now.
we're not doing that, show. The point I'm making.
Wyatt Langford.
No. Oh, man. Imagine him in this lineup. My God. But Brewers, Twins on the horizon. Maybe this team get off to a little hot start. 7 of 8 is nothing to sneeze at. So let's get to the people. Kenny, didn't James call in first and then we lost him and you put him back on? I want to bump James to the front of the line. I mean, he was first. I don't know what happened. James, welcome aboard. How are you?
Hey, Mike and Rico, how are you guys?
Good,
Hey.
brother. What's going on?
Well, I'm a first-time caller, but long-time listener. I just wanted to say I was at that game today, and, Scoop scared me right off the bat. 2 on, no outs, but mentioning Kevin Costner here, I think he cleared the mechanism and got out of that inning pretty quick.
Listen, he cleared the chamber and got to work. I mean, but James, when we talk about Torkelson, do you believe he's the X factor? That if this is who he is, it elevates this team to a completely different place?
Well, when you said that, I wrote it down right away, Mike. He's the difference between 84 and 90 wins. I had us at 91 wins. I mean, you said not even Jesus believed in him. I'm standing right here. I believed in him.
Good for you.
And I know. When we got rumors that he's going to the Mets in this, I was going to lose my mind at Sky Harris because that would have just been a waste of our, last 3 years with him, or longer than that, honestly. But, I think he is the difference. And you were speaking a little bit earlier about our goals to get to 500 when Meadows comes back and Wenzel gets back. I don't even know if we got room for Veerling the way the bats are going right now.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. Now, that is face of the franchise, Matt Veerling. You watch
I got
yourself.
to sign baseball now. I love the guy to death. I call him Matty Ice. But, I mean, the way McKinstry's swinging the bat right now, you can't take him out.
Yeah, watch me. Listen, I'll ride with you on the torque thing. But, watch me. You put McKinstry in a Ziploc bag and put him back in the drawer.
Okay, all right.
Veerling is a really good defensive player, and he can play multiple spots. No, I mean, I bust his chops because some of these Tiger cultists, they act like he's, George Brett. Enough. He's a role player. Take it easy. Let's go over to Matt, 97.1. Matty, what's going on, bud?
Oh, good afternoon, and hey now.
Hey now. What's up?
Yeah, so driving home from the game, I'm on 94, going 27 miles an hour. Cool.
Fantastic.
This is horrible. I hate this commute. No, I took the day off, or took the afternoon off. I found a $13 ticket in the first row right next to Javi Baez.
Oh.
And I said, I'm going. And I'm so glad that I did, because you know what? I knew Carlos Carrasco was pitching, and I remember watching him in Cleveland. He was, average, and he's only gotten better. Congratulations to the Yankees.
Well, now, Matt, I understand we're in Detroit, and I just want to offer one note. We are down 9 pitchers to the IL. This
I
was
understand
not
that.
a plan.
He's going to be a Columbus Clipper soon, I'm sure.
Exactly. This is not optimal. But, okay, talk to me about Torkelson and the question I've asked. I mean, do you believe he's the difference?
I think, yes, he is that right-handed bat that they didn't sign in the offseason. And I think Scott Harris, at least early, we should give him his flowers. for being patient and not overpaying. You know, I mean, he did offer the largest deal to Bregman, but, you know, he didn't want to take his money.
No, but here's the thing. It's not – you can't separate them. You would be better with Alex Bregman. I didn't want that contract, but the bottom line is, no, they – imagine if you added a bat plus Tork was doing what he's doing. Now we're talking about something different.
Sorry. I'm just so pleased that Tork was able to take the offseason, get serious, get better, and it appears to be paying off. We will see. Yeah. You know, 162 games is a long time. We got 50 left. So, you know, but I like where he's at. I like that he was serious, and he took his medicine. He went down to his, like you say, one-bedroom apartment down in Toledo, and, you know, he did what he needed to do. And kudos to him.
And you know what? Look, here's the one thing, and Rico, I don't know if you agree with this or disagree. It doesn't matter when you're in a situation like the Tigers and you know you're short offensively and you have injuries, right? We always focus on, well, you know, you got to be good late in the year, the playoff push, the whole thing. It doesn't really matter when you're good, when it's all hands on deck. So if Tork provides 25 or 30 games at the start of the year and then ceases to exist, it's not like it didn't count or didn't help you. No. We were all sitting here paralyzed with fear to start the year. Like, man, no Parker Meadows. They didn't get a right-handed bat. Glaber died in the first 10 minutes of the year. And you go, okay, he's helped you in a big way get out to 7 out of 8.
He's bridged the gap. And it's not to say that they would end up being the 84 Tigers. But no. But the games that they won early helped them later because they didn't play is great at baseball later on in the year. So you're right. The wins are the wins. If he could bridge the gap now and just keep this thing afloat, because that's really all we're asking. He's going out there, he's getting it done, and like the caller said, hey, he took the demotion and he wanted to get better, and he has gotten better so far. And I see that, as I told Dave, there's a swag in him. Like, he's not up there thinking that the bubble's going to burst. He's up there with confidence at the plate like, yeah, I belong in the major leagues.
David, a few ticket texts if you'd be so kind. We'll continue with the callers as well.
The Tigers team will easily win 90 games. They won 86 last year with an awful offense. This team is hitting now. They are top 4 in MLB in OPS. Okay. Can we make Torpedo Bat a thing?
No.
That's from Mike G.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We cannot.
All right. Rogers going down might be a blessing in disguise, guys. Dingler has hit everywhere he's been. Chance to be a starter now.
Yeah, but you lose a lot that you don't see in a stat line. Rogers is a very good defensive catcher, and he calls a hell of a good game. I mean, you got to be careful with stuff like that with the catcher position. And I also, no disrespect to anybody, can we not act like Dylan Dingler is Mike Piazza in his prime? Not trying to be rude.
No, the best in it, you know what? But he should be able to give Rogers some days off.
Yes.
And that's all you're really hoping for.
David, go ahead.
Trying not to get too aroused, but imagine this team with Meadows, Torres, Perez, and Vierling back in the rotation. Jeans equal tight.
And 2 words. Ready? You better loosen those jeans. Wyatt Langford. Oh, wait. We drafted a 12-year-old.
He'll be up here soon. He's riding his bicycle.
Sure. Right? Once we get to Mars, right around the same time length.
He's just riding his bike.
Be curious. Okay, that's rude. Was there a little bell on it? Ring, ring. Thank you. You better read something.
All right.
Please.
David, may I?
Yeah, hold on. If you listened to yesterday's show, you know I am saying this. If you didn't, bear with me. David, I will cue you when the man is done. Go ahead.
With Xfinity, you can have the power of your home internet almost anywhere. Do more of what you love in the places where you go the most, and you can have your internet and mobile together. Plus, Xfinity Mobile has Wi-Fi power boost, giving you an ultra-fast Wi-Fi no matter if you're at the coffee shop, in line at the grocery store, or even at the game. You'll love how fast you can stream or watch the game with Xfinity Internet and mobile together now through April 17th. Get a 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for just $30 a month for 1 year with no annual contract, and save $1,000 in your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Plus, ask how you can get a free premium 5G phone. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit the store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with a store bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra after promo. Regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon's 5G Internet Plus One Unlimited Welcome Line and AT&T Internet 300 Plus One Unlimited Starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of line per usage. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
On you. Personal injury of any sort is personal. Injury attorney David Femininio has dedicated his career securing justice and maximizing recovery for those who've been injured. David is dedicated. He will ensure you get the medical care you need to put your life back together after an accident. You need an attorney who makes it personal? That's David Femininio. Call him today, 855-65-CRASH, or go to that website, getdavidgetpaid.com. Great to have you with us. Tigers, hot as a firecracker, winners of 5 in a row, 7 out of 8. Dust the Yankees today. Skubal, perfect. The offense actually showed power and no defensive butchery. Complete performance. The question is, and I know we had a brief moment with you guys before the game yesterday. We wanted to at least kind of bookend it after today. Torkelson, another home run. If this is Spencer Torkelson, A, what's your level of believability in it, faith in it? But B, isn't this the difference between 84 and 90 wins? that if this is the right-handed bat you didn't sign, if this is the happy accident, if this is that weird cosmic baseball post-hype sleeper breakthrough, maybe it changes how we think about them. And I don't want to put two topics together, but if Casey Mize is real, I mean, that all of a sudden now your pitching staff, first of all, I need nothing from Job. You can leave. It would be Scoobs, Flaherty, Olsen, Mize. There's no pressure on a fifth starter in any world, in any rotation, anywhere. Yeah. And that could be Alex Cobb and Job. Get ready, because you're not ready right now. That's what we're asking people.
Yeah, because, I mean, you saw both of those gentlemen coming out of spring training. They were some of the hottest players, and you were like, man, if you could just parlay that and keep that thing going in the regular season, and both have. So
also, Kenny Cott has a ice-cold exacta here in the Commonwealth Grade 3 at Canelan, 2 over 3.8. 2 over 3.8.
I don't know what any of that means.
Doesn't matter. Kenny is, listen, I gave him his first hit for free, and now he's addicted. All right. We gave him a little Ziploc bag with some crack in it called horse racing. Now Kenny is rifling action. This is a dream for me.
It is.
Because it's one less person I got to deal with slander.
No,
let's go to Jason.
No slander from me. Kenny, I'm in on this bet with you, right? Yeah. I'm a silent partner.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lord knows David wouldn't let you in on it. You know what that's about.
Mm-hmm. I could really get into that, but that would just derail the show.
We're going to go to Jason, 97.1. Jay, what's going on, pal?
Hi, fellas. I think Torkelson is absolutely for real. I think people with the Bosch and Shelton PTSD forget that at one point he was a pretty consensus 1-1 from his draft class. And factually speaking, he does have a 30 home run season under his belt already. Granted, followed up by a pretty hellacious, I guess, sophomore slump. You know, it was great to see Scooble get that first victory under his belt, even though I know win-loss isn't everything that is cracked up to be anymore. And I can't wait to see what the Tigers have going for the rest of the season.
Do you think if Scooble's real, which it sounds like you do you agree that that's a 6-game differential?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like you guys have said, the difference between a wild card and winning the division. I mean, we expected nothing from Torkelson going in. We didn't even know if he would have a career after this year.
Yeah. No, I'm guilty as anybody.
Yeah, I like what Jason says. You can't have the PTSD with Shelton. I mean,
no, because there was no pedigree there.
I know, but
and he had a stupid nickname.
Red Pop?
I hated that.
You're not from Detroit.
Go back to New York.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You know what? First of all, there's a reason he treats you bad, and there's about to be one I do. You're hurtful. Kenny, we have a little delay at the gate. It's going to be okay. Late scratch of the 11th.
It's my favorite Faygo flavor.
That's fine. I just couldn't stand. Oh, Red Pop's going to be Babe Ruth. Yeah, okay, or Gone by May.
I now no longer like Red Pop.
No, that's not true. You don't like Chris Shelton.
No, he just doesn't like me.
Okay,
there's a reason for that.
That's okay, Dave. Going to Tristan, 97.1. Tristan, how you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I mean, like everyone's been saying, I'm just excited. Think this team could definitely make a wild card run at the worst. Obviously, it's a long season, but yeah, I'm excited. My buddies and I are going to the game tomorrow, so yeah, I think it's a good topic, guys. Definitely think if.
How much do you believe Torkelson's for real? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'll go about a 7, 8 right now. I mean, I'm not quite ready to say, oh yeah, like he's our guy, he's our right-handed bat. But a couple more games, if he keeps it up, then he'll have me at 8 or 9 for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, Tristan, if we're sitting here and it's May 1st and he's playing this kind of baseball, I mean, at that point you just throw your hands up in the air and go, you know what? Baseball's a weird game. It's for real. But it could easily turn in May or June, and all of a sudden he's unplayable. I'm in hope phase. I didn't have any hope with the guy. Now I'm extremely hopeful. Not a strategy, but I think it's okay to be hopeful.
No, and if that's the case, you bought yourself a month waiting for Parker Meadows.
There it is. And you bridge the gap. Maybe Glaber comes back. He catches fire. He can supplement if Torque falls off. It's survival mode. I don't know.
It's almost like you're playing scheduling chaos.
Okay, I see what you did there. Thank you very much. 248.
Can we get the bugle guy? Okay, is he still playing?
No. Keeneland's bugle guy is completely out of control. The guy thinks he's Fats Domino's. It's ridiculous.
You know what you need? You need David there just to play him. No more bugle.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, he was still playing.
Can we focus?
I didn't know that song was even that long.
It's not. It's only at Keeneland do they do that. Go to Scott, 97.1. Scotty, what's up, pal?
Hey, Valenti, Rico, how are you?
Hey. Excellent, Scotty. What's on your mind, bud?
Your first time, long time. You guys had me rolling about Hodor just a minute ago. How cool would it be? How cool would it be if the previous home run hitter was walking out of the batter's box with one of those woolly mammoth furry things in a king's crown with a sword in his hand before he stepped up to the batter's box? I mean, that would get the stadium roaring, would it not?
Yep, we're going to file that right over to Olympia Entertainment. We'll let you know how that goes. You hung up on him. I'm sorry. What are you doing? You are out of hand.
Rico just wanted to be the one that cut somebody off, not David.
Call back.
No, listen. You don't project your animus towards David and black-on-black crime to the callers.
No, I was trying to hit the dial tone, and I hung him up by mistake.
Now you know how a mistake can happen. Now you know.
No. You know. It wasn't a mistake for you.
You know all about it. That was your fourth kid.
That was calculated. Well, you did. That was mean and hurtful.
I can't believe you hung up on a guy.
I did not hang up on the guy. He's going to call back. He'll go right to the front of the line. My humblest apologies. Hopefully that's him on the line right now. Is that him, Kenny? Oh. Well,
No.
call back.
No.
Call back.
You hurt his feelings.
It's my mistake.
People think I'm mean. Go to Corey, 97.1. What's up, Corey?
Boy, Mike, I hate when Mommy and Daddy are fighting all the time.
It's terrible. This is terrible.
It toughens you up, Corey.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell my daughters. Anyways, so I think last year it was almost like paralysis by analysis. I think they had Torkelson looking every which way. He didn't know what to do, where now he's just kind of swinging free and easy. He's one where it's just his approach is basically see ball and hit ball. I'm more 6'7" right now, Mike. It's a small sample size. I'm happy about it, but let's see how it progresses. I am happy he had a rough day yesterday, and then today he hit a home run, so it's not like he has one bad day and it just compounds. So there's a positive there.
No, and that's the thing is when you start stacking performances like this, every day that goes by that this continues, you're able to put a little more faith into it. And I don't think it's fake. I mean, when he's hitting for power, he's punishing mistakes. He's hitting fastballs. Like he's
working the count.
Corey, it looks right. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with it.
Yeah, and hitting the fastball was the key thing because last year big a throw a fastball, he didn't know what he was looking at.
No.
And now it looks like he's swinging with one of those big red bats that they swing around when they're little kids, you know?
Oh, the fungo bat.
And everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss those. Wiffle ball was amazing with those things.
Yeah, it was.
No, but Corey, look, in the end, I think baseball's the weirdest of all sports. It's hard to predict. It's the longest season. It's just sometimes you just roll with it, right? We arrived at that point late in the year with the Tigers where it was like, all right, I don't even question this anymore. It's cosmic. The Twins are never going to win again, and you're never going to lose. It's weird. The only thing I could compare it to in all of sports would be the NHL playoffs. Puck luck, weird things, bounces, deflections. That's baseball on a daily basis. Round ball, round bat. Nobody can figure it out. There are pitchers who win a Cy Young one year and have a 4 ERA the next. I don't know. Maybe Torkelson finally got it together at age 25. He has the pedigree. That's why he's not Red Pop. Anyway, like what planet did Chris Shelton even come from?
No. I guess it's just the PTSD of, oh my goodness. Well, Mike, you still got people who are upset. You can't make that trade because John Smoltz and Doyle, Alexander. It's like, okay. Don't know what that's for.
It's not. I just wanted to hear it. Oh, it's alluring. It puts a smile on my face.
But I'm with you. I'm glad that he bounced back. And yes, let's see. If it ends in June, you know what? Great couple months.
As we pivot, because we have to get to an intervention, we're going to have Jeff Van Vonderen from Intervention to come in to speak to Kenny. We have to talk about tonight's game, Kenny. This is now, I need to know, you can't keep going back to your ex when all she does is hurt you. You can't keep doing this. We're going to talk about this. Wings are in Montreal tonight. Now, it might already be over, but if you lose tonight, it's really over. You can taxidermy the fish at that point.
This time she's different, Mike.
Right. Cutscene. She's with 3 guys. So, look, sorry.
Jeez. Whoa. No. David, hit the button. Cut somebody off again.
The first time the drop makes sense.
Jeez. No. Read something, please.
We'll get some football next to break this up. All right, weather. It's going to warm up. I swear at some point it will. And when it does, Victor's Home Solutions will have you covered. The freeze and thaw cycles. Look what we're dealing with right now. It's like 3 days ago. It was 70 degrees. It's 30 degrees. It was snowing at the game yesterday. Wreaks havoc on your home, your roof, your seals of the windows. Let Victor's come out. Get a 21-point roof and window inspection. They'll go over every square inch of that roof and window. Make sure there is nowhere water can get in. And then, if it is time for a new roof or windows, Victor's has you covered. Catch the problem early, most likely get an inexpensive repair. Prompt follow-up, on-time appointments, and clear communication. So before anything gets worse, call Victor's Home Solutions now. 734-773-1100 or online anytime at victors.com. Okay, opened up with some Tigers. Another win for the ball club. Evan Jenkins sauntering in. What's going on? Hold on. We were going to get to some college basketball receipts here at 4:30. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was part of them originally.
I can't wait, but this is going to be awful. By the way, you'll have to listen in, cash the ticket, the Masters Megapod. Much like I'm getting Kenny hooked on betting horses.
He bets golf now because of it.
Betting golf is fascinating. The payouts are huge. Your odds of winning are low. But it puts excitement to an otherwise boring sport.
I just like picking who I think is going to win the whole thing on Thursday. And just
the
long shot odds.
That's it. Evan's got me hooked on these exactas, where you pick 3 golfers to make the top 10.
Yes, he told me about that.
It's stupid, but it's fun. Okay, then. Music, please. Okay. Let's hear how awful we are. Brought to you by RL Beer.
Last night, Houston just gave the game away to Florida. Florida wins the national title, 65-63. We had a receipt segment before the tournament started. Guys,
go ahead. Tell us how
we were all about the same. So nobody ran away with this, but nobody was god-awful either.
Okay.
Will an 11 seed or higher, how many first-round games will 11 seed or higher win? Over, under 3.5. Ended up being 3. Mike, you said over.
I hate everything.
David, you said over. Ha! Evan, you said under.
That's right. I was talking chalk, man. And chalk rocked.
I said over. Yeah, if you win chalk.
Look, regardless of seed, the one thing I would tell you, this tournament lacked moments. It lacked the drama.
It really did.
Don't just point to Duke collapsing. I'm talking overall, it lacked sizzle.
Mike, I think the final play of the tournament encapsulated everything, where it was a jump shot that didn't happen, where the ball is just bouncing and everybody's watching it bounce, and then they throw it ahead. And wait, is that the game?
That was the game.
Yes, we win. Gator chomp. All right. A 9 seed or higher makes the Final Four.
No.
I said yes. I did not go chalk. Mike, you said no. David, you said no. Evan, King of Chalk, said no.
That's right.
See, I got it wrong.
Great.
A 1 seed will lose opening weekend.
Well, we got that wrong. If anybody said yes.
Anybody who said yes got it wrong, because they were all in the Final Four, and I was wrong.
Did you say that known as good ear?
I was wrong. I thought that Auburn was going to lose in that first weekend. They made it all the way to the Final Four. Evan, you said yes. Somebody's going to lose. Mike?
There goes my chalk theory.
Mike, you said no.
No.
David.
The separation between the top 4 to 5 teams and everybody else, it felt seismic.
David, you said no as well.
Nice job, David.
A first 4 team will make the Sweet 16. I'll save you all the trouble. We all said yes. We all said that a first 4 team, historically speaking.
It happens every year.
It happens every year. Did not happen this year. Carolina got smoked.
You hate to see it.
All right. 1 seeds in the Final Four. This sounds ridiculous now. Over, under 1.5.
I had to say over. I thought those teams were just that much better.
I said under.
So stupid.
I know.
Ooh.
Ouch. I had faith in Alabama. I had faith in MSU.
Yeah, you also had faith in Xavier Booker.
Actually, I did not.
He would be the one.
Mike, you had under. No, you had over.
Bull.
Yeah, because he had his whole little us against the field.
I said Duke Auburn versus everybody. They both collapsed.
David, you had over. Evan had over.
I still can't believe Duke lost that game. I can watch that game 100 times. I still can't believe the way they lost that game. Go ahead.
A 10 seed or higher will be in the Sweet 16. Over, under 1.5.
I don't remember.
I don't think it happened, right?
There was one.
Oh, was there?
Arkansas.
Okay.
That was it. Mike, you had over.
Ooh.
Ouch. David, you had over.
Ooh.
Evan, you
I
had
hate this game. I really, truly hate this game.
under.
That's right, he did.
Nice job.
That's right. Under.
Captain Cannabis strikes
That's
again.
right. I had under as well. The Final Four seeding.
I like that nickname, Captain
Captain
Cannabis.
Cannabis.
Final Four seeding, if you combine all the seed numbers together, over under 9.5, it was 4.
Yes.
Because it was all one seed.
Yes. I said under.
Mike, you took the under.
Yes. See, I get the important stuff right.
David, you took the under.
Nice job,
Raise your
David.
head.
Rico may not
David.
stand. Rico may not stand with you, but I do.
Oh,
What about Chalky Jenkins?
Chalky Jenkins, you took the under.
That's right.
I took the over.
Oh man,
not the best segment for Mr. Beard.
Rico wanted chaos.
I did. This was for Kenny. Georgia wins in the tournament. Over under 0.5.
No way. We picked against them. We had Gonzaga in the first round.
They're like the Oakland of the SEC.
Mike, you took the under.
Yes. They were down 27-3, and Kenny threw a chair.
Yeah.
He's like, this is football, right?
Yeah.
Sam Jackson behind the glass took over. Evan,
No way I took over.
over.
Wow, so stupid.
I took the under.
Captain Cannabis.
Who would go the furthest in the tournament? Would it be Kentucky or Kansas?
I know I said Kansas.
You were spelling C-A-T-S. Cats.
Yeah, because I had Arkansas against Kansas.
David took the Cats.
Again, my brother from another. He may not stand with you. I do.
Evan, you took
I know.
Rock, Chalk,
I know.
Jayhawk.
How embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
I took the Cats as well. Michigan, total wins in the tournament.
Oh,
over,
Jesus.
under 2.5.
Oh, my.
Michael,
Yes.
you said under.
Yep.
You were close. David, you said under.
Oh, guaranteed he said under, Mr.
You're
Hater
such a
over here.
hater.
I don't even think he is a fan of that team.
Evan, you said over.
That's right, because chaos.
Nice job.
My sports life sucks.
And Sparty over here said over as well.
That's
I
right.
believed in your team.
Nice job. Sparty propaganda.
Michigan State total wins over under 3.5.
I definitely said under.
Michael,
Yeah.
you believed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Xavier Booker did not help
Tom
you.
Izzo really should say sorry.
Booker looked great on the bench. He really filled that thing out.
Yeah, he looks great
Mike,
in
you
the
took
warm-up.
the over.
Yep.
David, you took the under.
I know
Good
I
man.
did. I was trying to hate. Yep.
I know you were.
Yeah, but it
Evan,
was justified because when rubber meets the road, State looked like the JV versus the varsity.
All right, let's not go there.
It's the reality.
Let's continue the receipts.
Hey, how's that Izzo portal going?
You know what sucks is I ordered a pair of new Michigan State shoes. You know when they showed up?
Right after the loss.
Yeah, really hyped up to wear those,
Well, aren't I now?
Mine's still in China, so.
Rico
my-
sneakers now cost $387.
I know. Mine
bought
cleared
them
right
beforehand.
before. Mine cleared right before.
I bought them beforehand, so I'll get them. in
Rico
the
just
mail.
took a HELOC out for some Air Max 1.
Mike, you had the under. You had the over. Evan had under. David had under. I had over. SEC or the field to win the title?
I know I didn't choose the SEC because of
David,
that.
you took the field.
Yeah, I did.
Evan, you took the field. I took the field.
What about Michael?
Captain just wanted more over here.
Oh, no.
Took the SEC.
Oh, it does mean more into Michael Valenti.
You know what happened?
You believed in Florida.
That damn Auburn.
You really did.
I let Florida and
Yep.
Auburn versus the Duke thing
Yep.
as the value move.
So you won.
I know.
And
I know.
finally-
it saved me, but I still can't believe Duke lost that game.
Big Ten teams in the Sweet 16. Over under 3.5.
Was it 3?
It was 4.
Maryland.
I don't remember what I said to
You
this.
took the under.
Okay.
David, you took the under. Evan, you took the under.
Yeah, but you're Black Dave Rebson. I mean, you love the Big Ten. You had to say over.
So therefore, I was correct. I took
Dave
the over.
Blevson.
I took the over.
Boy, you all look
guys, I think
stupid.
all 8 are going to make it.
Nobody loves the Big Ten outside of Dave Rebson more than Rico.
But here's the beauty of it. Everybody finished either 6 or 7 correct. So therefore,
Well, who got 7 correct? I need to know who won here.
The tie?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy. Can we
That
please-
would be you and Mike.
Oh, look at us.
Captain Cannabis.
That's
There you
right.
go. All right.
Sizzlance.
There you go.
Nice job with that. That wasn't as bad as I thought.
Oh, it never is, but you guys hate it for some reason.
Kenny, your intervention in about 10 minutes. See a bunch of people who love you like crazy and feel like we're losing you.
All right, here we go.
We're going to talk about it.
She
Red
can
Wing
change.
style. Don't worry about it. 97.1. If you like free pizza, this one's for you, Hungry Howies. They have not only the best ingredients, in-house made dough, real Mott's, not whatever Wisconsin robot cheese is. But if you want to get some free pizza, go to hungryhowies.com, sign up for emails, and make any $10 order. That's before taxes and fees. And you'll get a free medium 2-topping with whatever flavored crust you want or any 2-topping combo you're craving. It's that simple. Sign up for the emails, place a $10 order, get yourself free pizza. Sound good? Kenny, little pizza tonight for your intervention? Because you know you're going to be watching. It's Hungry Howies. Get it while you can, online only at hungryhowies.com. We're going to get to Kenny's intervention top of the hour, but that promo right there, can I spend one moment on the Pistons real quick? Just wanted to see where you guys are at with it. First of all, last night was a joke. You gave up 80 points to DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Now, look, they've had a hell of a year, and they're going to make the playoffs, and I'm excited. But here's my question to you. For as much as they've done, is there any disappointment in anyone? And I know, look, we're dealing with this team in a different way than the other shows. The other shows are doing topics like, hey, who do you want in the Eastern Conference Finals? 2-4-8. Look, I'm going to wait and see. Regular season means nothing to me as far as playoffs, but not passing Milwaukee when they lose Damian Lillard with blood clots. Now I believe you're a game and a half, 2 games out. You do have 2 coming up with them, but if you split the pair, it doesn't help you. You got to sweep them. Mm-hmm. It's a weird thing to say, well, I'm a little disappointed, but once Dame was out with blood clots, I go, they're going to get the 5, get the better matchup against the Pacers. Is it wrong that I look at it and I'm like,
no, it's not, Mike. I want them to finish strong as well. Like, okay, you have the opportunity here, and they've kind of squandered it. And of course, this was during the same time where Cade was out with the calf injury, so you didn't have a full lineup. But I'm with you. I thought, okay, you're going to take over. You're going to take over the 5 spot. You won't have to play New York because I do think that that's going to be a more difficult series than some. So, yes. You kind of wanted the easier road if you're the Pistons to give you a little bit more longevity potentially in the playoffs.
Look, I'm just glad Cade's back. It was a little scary with the calf. I'm glad he's back. Just get to the finish line here, and we'll see who you end up with. But no, I'm not angry about it. But look, they haven't had many nights where I've looked at it and gone, what the hell was that? They play hard every night. They've beaten some good teams. Just go back to a couple Fridays ago against Cavs. Like, they've got some really nice wins. They've battled. Last night was just like, oh boy, up 18. You give up 80 to 2 guys. It violates who they are. And the defense they've played, not bad.
Yeah. That's the problem. They have not played good defense over the last few games. And that's concerning to me because I expect everything to change come playoff time. We all know playoff basketball is totally different.
Oh, do we?
But the physicality.
Who do you want in the ECF? 2-4-8.
The physicality that they play with is not going to be allowed. They're not going to be able to get away with the things they've been getting away with in the regular season. So I am worried about that. If they have to change a little bit, and they couldn't hit a shot for their life last night. Malik Beasley was so off.
And
yesterday.
He's been wonderful.
He has.
Everybody's allowed to have a bad night at the office.
It was just disappointing when you see a guy going to the same spot on the floor every single time down the court and you don't stop it.
Because it's in the scouting report. That's the other thing. Everybody knows kind of the pet spots that certain guys want to go to.
And they both got to their spots last night, time and time again.
To what I said to Rico, I want your take on it. And I don't think it's being negative. I think it's been an incredible year, but I'm a little bummed that the Bucks have gained not a lot of separation, but enough to where I got to sweep them. I really thought they were going to leapfrog the Bucks once Dame Lillard was ruled essentially done for the year.
Yeah, see, I understand where that is. Yes, I expected them to make a move, but the minute Cade went down and then he did not come back and then he did not return and then it was like a game, it was like 4, 5, 6 games.
Yeah, because it started where he got hurt. You go, all right, he's going to miss the game against the Pelicans and, miss the game against, Washington.
Yep.
But he missed the Cavs game and then he missed the game against OKC or whatever. Like, yeah, no, I'm with you. But you just thought they wouldn't look. They've been getting roasted a little bit lately defensively. I don't know. It bugs me a little. It doesn't mean it's impossible. I think they're going to be a little bit of a ball breaker, but I do get worried about young teams who make the playoffs for the first time. Very rare do those teams walk in and win a series. It's very rare. It doesn't mean you can't be the team to do it, but I want to see them pick it up, play a little bit better basketball here.
Yeah, because I think the bigger concern for me, and I could be wrong, maybe some Piston fans out there are like, oh, it's not a big deal, but out-rebounded last night 50-37. I was at that game, and it was off.
Wait a minute, they played like that with you in the house?
You were there? It was off last night, Dave. And eventually you look up, you're like, wow, we're getting out-rebounded, and it just continued and continued. That's a concern because that's happened the last few games where we've gotten out-rebound.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
Huge.
Good son or bad son?
Neither.
Oh.
Whoa.
Went with some cousins and some friends.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Pastor's night out.
He took his other family out.
but yet you slander me.
David's using that coded language. Cousins and friends. Uh-huh. What's her name?
I have their names.
Don't just, you know what? Listen, Kenny, how you doing?
Oh, Kenny's silent because he knows his intervention's coming with the Red Wings at the top of the hour. David, a couple ticket texts, and then we're going to move our attention to Kenny. And for being real, this is the Alamo tonight. This is the last stop. That if you are a Yzerplan truther, you are even the biggest of optimists. Tonight is it. You're 6 points out. You lose to Montreal in regulation or otherwise, and it goes to 7 or 8. It's over. A win in regulation, you get to cling to hope. And I still don't think it's a great shot, but you can cling. I have a bad feeling Kenny's going to go back to his ex tonight. We're going to talk about it. David, a couple ticket texts.
Yeah, a quick text here. Someone says, can't believe I'm texting this, but do you think Tobias being out has hurt the defense?
Sure. It's another veteran body. It's another guy that can guard a couple of spots. David, look, they don't have a lot of margin. And I know people are going to get all hyped up. Well, Jaden might be back for the playoffs. It's like, yeah, okay. Aiden Hutchinson's back for the Super Bowl.
Please know with
that. I got to see it. No, I got to see it. I mean, the guy was on he blew his hip or broke his whatever. I got to see that. I'm not going to act like he's going to roll in, play 35 minutes a night, and be the guy he was at peak. It's very difficult as a young player to do that.
No, you're right about that because Cade missed 5-6 games, and they're even easing him back in. That's just 5 or 6 games,
right?
Not half a season.
All right, Kenny, are you prepared?
I think so. I feel a lot of people in this room right now. I saw a lot of cars outside. I was wondering what was going on.
We got a lot of people who love you like crazy and feel like they're losing you. It's Wings. It's Canadians. It's Kenny's chance to stand strong on an alleged conviction or recoil and end up back in his ex's bed. We're going to talk about it next, and we want to see where you, the Wings fan, are at for this deal. Hockey Elite. The Matterhorn. The bat light has been shown. Let's get to it. 97.1. Oh, that's right. The emotional journey of Kenny Cott and all Red Wings fans tonight. I don't even know if it's still called the Bell Center. Listen, this is it. And Kenny, for all intents and purposes, is Leonardo DiCaprio frozen dead in the ocean while Yzerman floats on that plank safely. It is simple. The Wings are 6 out. They're out of time. They're well past out of time. They would probably have to win maybe all but one of the remaining games. And it would have to start tonight. Here is my question to Kenny and you, the fans. It's just as simple. Are you sticking to your conviction? Kenny, a week ago, it was hope versus die already. And he had reached die phase. He can't take this team anymore. He's just, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with the hopium. I'm done with the yo-yo routine. But the problem is, anytime the team shows a little bit of fight, Kenny starts to get those feelings for his ex. The feelings to crawl back in bed with the Red Wings. So tonight is that night, Kenny. It's the ultimate test. If they lose, it is truly over. They would be 8 points out, and you're just out of time. If you win in regulation, it would give you an opportunity to have hope. So, Kenny, this, in my world, is your intervention. And Hockey Elite, yours as well. You're either in or out. Are you gonna allow yourself to be hurt again tonight? Or are you sticking to your convictions, Kenneth? You're done. They can't hurt you anymore if you don't let them.
I don't think they can possibly hurt me more than they already have. I think I've reached my pain threshold. There is no going back if they win tonight, and that's what I think will happen, is they will, out of spite, because I will be spite watching, they will be spite winning to spite me. And their playoff chances, as it stands now, are in like the 6% area. They would double their playoff chances to the 12%.
Plus,
so it's not going to matter. The schedule on the way out is going to dictate why it's not going to matter. They can't hurt me anymore. They can't hurt me again.
So this game starts tonight. Yeah. He's not in front of the TV. Kenny.
He's in front.
Oh, I'll be spite watching. I'll be watching out of spite.
What do you mean spite watching? You're going to root for them to lose.
I don't know about root for them to lose, but it's like
they're plus 1,200 right now to make the playoffs.
You use the girlfriend example. This is me checking her Instagram to see what she's up to. You're like, oh, okay, good. You're with this guy now. All right, great. That's what I'm doing with the Wings. And then Raymond will score, and then Larkin will score, and then DeBrincat will score, and I'll be very upset.
That's called stalking, but okay.
No, it's not. Yeah, you've never checked a social media page before in your life, Rico.
Everybody, hey, let's de-escalate. People, I need to know. The Wings are playing tonight. They're in Montreal. This is the very team that is in that last spot. You have to win tonight. Are you going to allow the Wings to hurt you? Are you going to watch? Are you going to hope? Or are you like Kenny where you go, you know what? If I get to it, I get to it. And honestly, I'd be at more peace if they would just lose and just be done with this wretched season. A season that started with a coach who was a dead man walking. Then you had the emotional new coach bump. Then you had the Four Nations fiasco into another March collapse. It just wretched. Emotional terrorism.
And you know what would have made this a little bit better? The McClellan thing at the beginning of the season. Because at least I could say, hey, they did everything that I asked them to do this offseason for the most part, and they got rid of their cancer in the locker room, the head coach. At least if they would have done that, we would be having a different conversation right now entirely, I think. But this all could have. That's why I'm spiteful, is mid-season this change happens and you get the new coach bump.
Hockey Elite, it's 5 o'clock in the Motor City. I need to hear from you. I need to know what you're doing with this game tonight. And I don't want you to be afraid. If you're an Iser bot, I'm not here to debate it. I'm not here to tell you you're right or wrong. I just want to know if anyone is leaving hope open in what should have been a very important game, like a really important game, but you've been so bad for so long, this has now become a Hail Mary. Now, you could complete the Hail Mary, but you're still going to have to go for 2 to tie the game. And tonight is like, Rico, if they lose, it's truly over. But if they win,
still hope.
There's a little bit of hope. And my worry is Kenny falls off the wagon, and then he's all back in, and he's doing his silly little fist pump hand gesture, and it's that thing, and
So,
it's the whole thing.
When does it? No. The question is, when does it go from spite watching to wait a minute?
No. That's my point.
We have right. That's what. From spite watch. Oh yeah, of course you guys do. Wait, we got a chance. Okay, let's go. We scored.
And that's why it's an intervention. He's gonna fall right back in bed with his ex.
Exact opposite will happen. Somebody will score, another person will score. I'll be like, of course they're doing this now. Of course. Thank you.
Okay, what stage of this are you at, Wings fan? Are you in Kenny's deranged spite land? Are you still going, look, we're not mathematically eliminated. I'm staying the course. Iceberg right ahead. Doesn't matter. I'm staying the course. Or
you're gonna die.
Or are you totally checked out? You won't even dignify tonight's game by watching out of spite. You're saying, F you. I am done. I'll stare at a wall before I watch this. Those are your three stages. 248-539-9797. All I know, Kenny, bunch of people who love you like crazy, and we feel like we're losing you. And I know you're going to see an early goal tonight. And you're going to get all the feels. And maybe Kenny's going to go to like Dylan Larkin's Instagram and get all the feels. And the next thing you know, he's back.
Why are you so convinced that I'm going to turn? Because it seems like you're pretty confident.
We know you. We know you. Nobody wants this team to win more than you. And you have put on a brave front. You really have tried. But when the bullets start flying tonight and Lord Mountbatten lets in a softie, I know it violates who you are to root against your team. You're not capable of it. David is. Rico is. And I was born that way. But you, no. You're a sweet, sweet angel. You are not capable.
See, that's why I'm wondering. I think he starts off that way. I just wonder where he's going to be if the Wings are up 10 minutes to go in the game and they're up 3-2. Where are you at now? Do you want to see the win or do you want to see the loss?
I'm exhausted by the season. I'm just in die phase. Guys, I want them to make it. It would be a blast to have the Pistons and Wings in the playoffs, but I've given up on that. They gave up. They made me give up on that. So yeah, honestly, I hope it's like 5-0 in the first period. I'm done. I
think that's the mercy kill right there. 5-0.
Well, it won't happen, but I was making a point. Like, just be done. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I think the worst is they're up 4-2, and you're like,
right. I want to watch MLB tonight. I want to relax. Game. What I don't need is to sit there, watch them bust my balls, give up a tying goal with 20 seconds to go, and then lose in overtime. Even the other night against Florida, I don't even know how Talbot made that save. That game should have been tied. They should have choked that away. Go away. Go away. Move on with your life. 248-539-9797. David.
It's the ultimate life support. Like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah, except Nona doesn't have a do not resuscitate. Pull the plug. It's over.
No. There's still a heartbeat.
No, there's not. She has bed sores. It's over.
Still a heartbeat.
Okay. David.
That's Kenny. Well, Roberts. That's Kenny. Kenny is Kate Winslet sitting there.
Kenny's got a giant ruby or whatever that thing was.
Holding out hope. There's a boat. There's a boat. Come on, let's go.
Blowing the whistle.
He still has hope.
Yeah, but wouldn't Iserman be Kate Winslet totally safe while everyone else dies?
Everyone else around them.
Yeah, you're right.
And he has the diamond by way of riches.
And as I said, that's one of the biggest villains in movies.
There was room for both of us.
See, Kenny, I believe in you. I do.
Wow. You don't have to laugh that loud when he says that, Mike.
It was loud.
It was really your deadpan. I don't.
Kenny, I believe in you because the spark is gone. He doesn't have that same gleam in his eye when it comes to the Wings. It's a different look that I see.
It's
Kenny?
just, it's anger. It's
Kenny,
spite.
don't make a liar out of me. I believe in you. I just want to let you know that.
They will have to be in the playoffs for me to believe they will make the playoffs. So I'm out.
What, David? Let's hear from the defense. I have a question for you, Kenny. Yes. What did you do on this weekend? I heard you did a double dip. Does that include you went to a Wings game?
Yes, that's correct.
No, say that in Nona's good ear.
Yes, I did. I've never done a Detroit double dip before. I wanted to do it once. I hit the Tigers. That's right. Just die already. I did the Tigers. I did the Wings.
Up next, Kenny's in a motel room with his ex doing meth. Why? He's never done it before. Come on, man.
What, am I not allowed? I like hockey. I'm going to watch hockey.
But you're in die phase.
I am in die phase. I thought that was going to be the final nail. It was Florida. I didn't realize they were sitting half their team.
I feel like we could roll the credits, and it's like 6 weeks after taping. Kenny left the facility. He hasn't spoken to his family since. We'll get to the
I feel
callers.
like Tyra Banks right now.
We were rooting for you.
I was rooting for you, Kenny.
Seconds ago.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
That drop is somewhere lost in the cosmos. Exactly that. All right. Moran Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 selling Chevy dealer for 24. You need a truck, they got you covered. 25 Silverado LT Crew Cab 4x4, $298 a month, $1495 down. Or this spring, you can lease a 25 Blazer EV LT all-wheel drive, $271 a month, 0 down. Both are low mileage leases for 24 months. Best part, everyone gets employee pricing. They got you covered. Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. Search the inventory, make your pick, moranexpress.com, or stop by on Gratiot, north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Okay. Hockey Elite is lined up tonight. If you're a believer, this really does represent the end of the line. Or you're spite watching like Kenny, or, hey, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. I can't let the Wings hurt me anymore. I'm not bothering. Which phase of this are you at? As the Wings are in Montreal, this is it. You're 6 points back. You got to win tonight in regulation. I don't think an overtime victory does a whole lot. You need outright 2 points to have any hope. And Kenny, you said it. If you win, you double your odds from 6% to 12%. It's still a long shot. I am in the latter. I can't. I can't let them hurt me. I can't. They've annoyed me to a point. I'm done. But let's see what you guys have to say. Connor's going to bat lead off 97-1. Connor, what's going on, buddy?
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, sir.
As I'm sure you might recall, I've probably called in 4 times this season to bitch about Yzerman. And not only that, but I'm 25, and I've gone to the Valeni school of being a cynic over the last decade plus of listening to you. But this time, I just, for some reason, I can't shake this feeling of hopefulness, and I want it to die, but I can't. And I think Kenny's lying.
There it is. I knew it. He said he was going to get in the conversion van and go off to rehab, and nope, not doing it. He stopped at a Buc-ee's and got a Slurpee.
It got to the point where I told my girlfriend, do not let me watch the Red Wings until they've won 2 in a row. And guess what they did recently, and now I have to watch tonight.
Kenny, he called you a liar. Would you like to defend yourself, or do you know Connor's right?
Connor, did she hide the remote from you?
No, she just told me that, are you really doing it? Because she caught me once, and it was worse than getting caught doing other things. I felt ashamed.
Connor, she just threw the remote on the ground. Just look at you. Look at you.
You're a disgrace. My God. Connor, I appreciate the honesty, and I'm sorry your hockey team has forced you to watch this game tonight. I know. This is what they've done to all of us. It shouldn't be this way.
Yeah. Kenny?
I will not be called a liar. Nobody's going to call me out here. I will be watching out of spite, and if they win, I'm still out. Don't get it twisted.
David, do you believe him? Because I don't.
No,
I know
no
he says
way.
he doesn't want to be called a liar, but I can't.
Well, he doesn't want to be called one. Doesn't mean he won't be one.
David, I was with him until you brought up the double dip.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Evidence is evidence.
It could have been any hockey game downtown Detroit at the LCA. I would have gone. It's hockey. I love hockey.
But it wasn't any game. It was the Wings. Tony, 97.1. What's up, Tone?
My name is Tony, and I need an intervention.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
For reference, Michael, which you will respect, most of the year I've been at about a 63% clip hitting NHL bets.
Wow.
Yeah, I like me some hockey. Kenny, respect. About a month ago, I got so pissed off at Steve Yzerman, I broke the family cardinal rule of gambling. I started betting against the home team.
Oh, boy.
I bumped up to 68.5% winning. Sunday, I did the stupid thing. I went 8-game parlay, went 7-1. What's the one game I lost, Michael?
The Red Wings.
Red Wings 2-1.
Oh, boy.
I have like a stripper love-hate relationship with the Detroit Red Wings.
Listen, they're just working their way through school, man. They're just trying to get to med school.
Dude, it's so bad because, Mike, I'm a cynic like you. On one hand, I agree with a lot of what you say about Steve Yzerman. I do. You know, the free agents, I want to shoot them all out of a cannon. Outside of DeBrincat, and even Kane most of the time I want to shoot out of a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
But Sherratt, all of them, I want them gone. But then you see the rookies like Kasper and Luke, like, hey, he knows how to draft. He knows what he's doing. And I fell off the wagon. I didn't go meth. I went full crack. I laid a four stat parlay on tonight's game, and I took the Wings puck line.
Oh, God.
Plus 114.
So you're in. You're emotionally in. You admit it. And look, that's okay because you're not
screwed.
Well, maybe, but you're not lying at least. At least you're being honest.
He said he needs help.
Michael, my father, hardcore Italian like your own dad.
Yeah.
When I admitted I was betting against the home team.
Oh, you're done.
I thought my dad grew up with Gordie Howe, like next door.
Oh, dear.
He played with all the Howe boys.
That's shameful.
Like, hockey runs deep in my family.
You breaking my heart.
Him,
yeah. I'm just waiting for Tony's dad to fly over the non-speaking cousin to the courtroom to intimidate Tony to get him to stop.
Like a couple of nights ago, like a week ago, he was all pissed. We lost a 3-game parlay, and I let it slip. I was like, well, I didn't lose. And he goes, how did you not lose? You took the wings. I go,
oh, boy. Tony, family strife. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
But Tony,
he flew in the cousin from Sicily.
Yeah, wearing the little Christmas bulbs around his neck. I'm Italian, and I don't know what those things are. Tony, listen, I mean, look, at least.
Dude, I'm screwed.
Well, you're being honest, though, and that's important because Kenny's lying to all of us. He says he's spite watching, but he's going to be watching out of love because this time she's going to treat him right.
This time's different.
This time, she's different.
He just called the Red Wings a stripper. What song are they coming out to? That Pearl Jam song, probably. Ugh. To the main stage, Cinnamon.
Kenny, you can't date this team. They just hurt you. Look at what they've done to you. Are you really going to let them hurt you again tonight?
This team is worse than most of my exes.
Look what they did to this man's family. Look what they did.
You break my heart.
See? I knew it was you.
Someone texted in, this dude needs to call the number.
It's tough. Let's go to Mike, 97.1. Mikey, what's up, pal?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. What's on your mind, bud?
I just got back from a spring break trip up in Quebec and rode a gondola with 3 Habs fans, and they noticed my Red Wings jersey, and we all had a little moment. And we all came to the agreement that we're done with our teams this year. If any of them make the playoffs, it's going to be pretty sad to watch them in the playoffs, right? They'd be lucky to win 1 game. So yeah, I'm still going to watch though, but it's
is it hope, spite?
I've given up on the season.
All right, so hold on. You gave up, but you're still going to watch. So if you gave up, you can't be watching out of hope, which means you're doing the Kenny. You're going to spite watch them tonight.
It's like a car wreck. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah,
you don't want to look.
Okay.
But you look.
Okay.
And you're saying the Montreal people just gave up already?
Yes. Even though they were kind of on the streak at the moment, the 3 guys that were in at least if I understood their language barrier enough, they said they don't want them to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they got the best odds. They're like at minus 1,200.
This is what expectations look like.
Oh, how dare you?
Right.
You should be so thankful for what Steve has brought us.
Not in this town.
Wow, Mike. First of all, I'm trying to piece together gondolas in Quebec. Who knew? If you had that on your bingo board, you win. But I'm with Kenny. That is what expectations look like. That's a team that was in the finals in 21, cratered in 22, 23, and 24, and their build, albeit not as difficult as yours, they're back.
They tore down and built back up, and they're still not satisfied with just being in the first round.
Yeah, well, they don't have Nygaard and things. Okay? You don't know puck.
Let me tell you about Pelika.
Well, that's the other thing I get tired of. Is like if you just talk factually, you get told, oh, you don't know puck. Okay, but argue what I'm saying. Like, that's like a guy saying, oh, wow, oh, look at that, a SpaceX rocket blew up. I guess that was a failure. You don't know thermodynamics. Well, the rocket blew up. What?
There's pieces falling to the sky.
Right, there's shrapnel everywhere.
There's a reason for that, Michael.
You don't know astrophysics. No, I just know the thing blew up.
Where's your degree from?
Right.
What do you know?
Right. Nice degree from Moo You. Here's Rico with curiosity and things.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone. And, guys, right now for a limited time through April 11th, you can enjoy a membership. All you need to do is walk into any of your local Planet Fitness. There's over 50 throughout the Metro Detroit area. $1 down, $15 a month gets you started in a judgment-free environment where you can feel free to get strong your way on your time. A lot of the Planet Fitnesses have brand new equipment like the plate-loaded hack squat, supine bench press, and seated calf machines. along with Stairmasters, along with upper and lower body strength machines, treadmills. You know what I'm saying. Whatever you want, Planet Fitness has, and they have convenient hours that will fit your schedule and your routine. And if you need free fitness training, they have it from knowledgeable trainers who will focus on you. Head into any of the Planet Fitnesses throughout the Metro Detroit area. There's over 50. You can join that way, or you can go online, or you can just go on the free Planet Fitness app. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Before we get to the Hockey Elite, if you want Tiger baseball, we opened ripping and roaring out of the game. Teams won 7 of 8, 5 in a row. Torkelson, another homer. Really just the X factor that is Torkelson, the believability of it, and really the impact of it. So if you want that, go get it. Right now we're talking a little Wings and Canadiens and the 3 silos of Wing fan. There is the ardent optimist. They're not eliminated yet. I'm all in tonight. There is the spite viewing, which is Kenny, allegedly. You're watching out of morbid curiosity. Or you're like me. You're done. You just, I can't do this anymore. It's ridiculous. Even if they win, they have a 12% shot. David, a few ticket texts and we can go to the people. This is Kenny's intervention because we all believe the minute they get off to a good start tonight, Kenny's going to be doing his little fist pump, and he's going right back to his ex. That's what the Wings are. They are his ex-girlfriend, and all they do is hurt him. But he is going to go right back to her.
Yeah, Lucas Raymond has a great night.
Oh, he's back. Kenny is so back. Kenny is so back. David?
I'm a loser. Not only am I not losing hope, I'm putting money on the Wings tonight. Whoa.
Good luck with that.
Joey from St. Clair Shore says, I'm with Kenny. I will sleep with my ex until the day she dies. Go Wings.
Again, mischaracterization of me. I don't like the way I'm being portrayed here.
I want to clean that one up a little bit.
Kenny, put the hot dog roller back in the living room. They will win. It's the voodoo. That is from Jason. I've been checked out for 2 months. They've been dead. I don't care if they win tonight because even if they do, they're going to a trip. They're going to trip and fall down the stairs and miss again. Watching the Wings because I'm a fan. Bandwagoners and non-fans won't watch. Not going to let the radio people tell me whether I should watch the game or not. Speaking to you, Kenny, I'm going to watch the game.
Oh, dear God. Can you come down off the cross? I mean, David, can we lift him down from his fan cross? Well, I'm not going to let the radio people. Wow. I don't care what you do.
I was going to say, when did any of us say, oh, you shouldn't watch tonight?
Second of all, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to call down to the world headquarters, and I want you to see if you can reach Yzerman's personal line, okay? And I want you to tell him, listen, Mr. Yzerman, I've been a loyal fan, and I watch every game, and unlike a lot of fans, I never gave up on you. What do you think? They don't care. You don't get fan loyalty points that you get to cash in. They don't pay your mortgage. They don't pay your kids' tuition. They don't pay for your funeral when you're effing dead. They wouldn't so much as drop a car flag on your corpse. So can we please lose the 1980s real fan? Wah! Stop. Cut it out. You're no better or worse than anybody else. There are a lot of people, myself included. If you're giving this team 3 hours of your time every night when they tank every March, might be on you, man.
No, but like we said, nobody said don't watch them. Nobody said you can't.
Right, but my point is this guy's acting like he's accruing Wonka points.
Well, that's how fans are, man.
Him and Grandpa Joe are going to get to go to the Bubble Dome.
You don't tell me who I can root for. I'm sticking with this team through thick and thin. You want to know why? Because I get an extra seat at the parade if I stick with this team through the bad times.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Must be sanitized. Let's go to Jeff, 97.1. Jeff, what's up, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. What's on your mind?
2 things, and I'll be fast. There's a blonde punter, I think, somewhere in Indianapolis who has some show going. I just want to tell you guys, your crew and your show puts them to shame.
Oh, stop it now. Pat McAfee is a superstar.
I don't know the name, but I'm just telling you. Secondly, as far as the Wings go, there are people that are fans of the players and of what could possibly happen, and there are people who think about the front office and the coaches and all this stuff.
Yep.
Hockey Town's about fans of the players. I mean, to say you shouldn't watch tonight is nutty.
Well, I didn't say that. I asked if you are. I didn't say you shouldn't. I said they have burned me out. There is a difference now.
But you're insinuating it's a waste of time. You're just going to get your hopes up. What should we do, Mike? Should we fold laundry?
No, I would say
release the
MLB
leaves.
MLB tonight or something, or possibly an entertaining thing
the
on.
Tigers already played. We're working on sweeping the Yankees. We don't want to see what the Astros and Phillies did.
Well, I like baseball.
Dude,
I can't help
It's hockey town, bro.
Well,
It's
Jeff,
hockey
you know
town.
what? Then I wish the franchise would act like it and show a little urgency. I mean, really. Like, I'm not telling you what to do, Jeff. You do what you want. But it is kind of a waste of time when they've tanked again in March. It's you can watch it. But I don't see why I'm a bad guy if I say me, personally, I'm kind of burnt out. You can do whatever you want.
It's just, you have, if you don't watch, if you don't believe, you have to go to the back of the line. You lost your fan card.
I know. I
That's the hardcore.
I hate the fan card.
No,
stupid.
That's the 10%. Those are the ones that, how dare you? Those are the ones that can say, I was there when they sucked. I was there when nobody was. It's a badge of honor.
You ready? No one cares.
It's like Lions fans. I was there. I had season tickets through 0-16.
Okay. 248-539-9797. Hockey Elite Julian has rejoined the show. Jules, what's going on, buddy?
Gentlemen, bottom of the afternoon to you. Thanks for having me on.
How are you, sir? Where are you on this? This is a frustrating topic.
Yeah, I guess I want to give the outsider's perspective. And actually, Mike, I'm going to reference something that you and Rico said after the Lions lost to the Commanders during the postmortem. And when people were calling in and grieving and sharing their this, you guys said, as bad as you feel about the Lions, I present to you Buffalo Bills fans. And I think there's a similar comparison here where, we've talked about years of Yzerman resulting in zero real performance. That's a frustration. That's not so much for me a heartbreak. I present to you one of many examples, but the one closest to me, I present to you the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, boy.
Who, despite anything, lose in the first round every single year. And I offer that simply to say it could be worse, right? 6 years of this is bad. The Wings should be way further ahead than they are. The March stats are very frustrating. But I remember when the Leafs, couldn't even make the playoffs for the better part of 15 or more years, I was never heartbroken. I was frustrated. I got to the point of almost indifference. But when I watched them lose in Game 7s to the same teams year after year after year after getting picked to win the Cup or make the finals by Vegas preseason, it feels different. So I offer that simply because I think there's different levels to the amount of disappointment that could be had. And I'll offer one more thing. I'm with you, Mike, in the sense that I forgot what series it was. It was one of the recent ones where we came back from down 3-1 and went to a Game 7. I didn't even watch Game 7.
Oh, God.
And on Leafs Nation religion, that gets you excommunicated. So I don't say that publicly. But I think that the objective-minded folks that watch hockey, not just for entertainment, but because they enjoy seeing their team win, I think they're fully within their right to say, you know what, this team hasn't given me anything to cheer for, certainly in the last 3 years. They're trending in the wrong direction. I've got something better to do with my time than to watch this game just because allegedly I have to. I don't have to do anything.
No, and that's the whole, Jules, I'm glad you said it. I don't think it makes you better or worse. They've had 76, 75 games to earn your time, and they put you through hell. I mean, they wasted
what about the last – that's just this year. What about the last 2 seasons? I mean, I'm of the mindset, as I've said in the past, in this league, in this era, a new GM has 3 years to make the playoffs. In other words, 3 drafts. So after 3 drafts, you should make the playoffs in the 4th season. If you don't, you're in the hot seat. I don't think in any other franchise, and there's some bad franchises out there, in no other franchise would a GM have been kept for 6 years with the performance of Steve Yzerman?
No,
the
it just
only
wouldn't
reason
happen. It wouldn't
it's because of his last name.
100%.
That's the only reason.
Julian,
he's still there.
we have established it. I can't change that people will defend him to the death. And here's the thing I can't stand. It could be year 8, they finally make the playoffs, and people are going to have crumpled up,
victory laps,
moist, mold-ridden receipts, and it'll be like, great, call a different show. You get no credit for holding on for 8 years.
Oh, you know it's going to be victory laps. See, I told you, it takes time. True hockey fans know you just don't do this overnight.
Okay, good. You can call a different day part with that. I mean, give me a break. It's year 6, and they collapsed for a third straight.
You could call Montreal. They did it. I don't want to hear about it.
Okay. How about Dallas?
100%.
What about Dallas?
Washington won a cup. Fell down the stairs. Now they're back.
Why do Wyatts dominate our life?
Ugh.
Wyatt Langford, Wyatt Johnson.
Don't. You did it. That's my Wyatt.
Hey, next year's going to be the year we finally get to see Kosa, okay?
Maybe.
You know, you can't judge this rebuild until we see Kosa.
Hey.
I've been told this.
Hey, 2028, Nygaard season.
Bam.
All right.
Wait. So, go ahead.
No, make it quick.
No, I was going to say, if they lose, will we finally get to see Costa just finish out the year?
No.
No, absolutely not. They've shown no commitment.
I'm just pumped up. We got no. Thank you, Paul Woods. I'm just glad we've got Mrazek for next year. Huh? Huh?
This rebuild is not going to go very fast.
Okay, baseball fans, home runs. It's a match made in heaven with FanDuel. Home Run Tuesdays. You bet on a homer. You can take advantage of your winnings. Plus, you get the profit boost on Tuesday night. It's FanDuel.com/ticket. You can gear up to go yard all season long. That's FanDuel.com/ticket. And claim your Home Run Tuesday profit boost. Make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. 21 and up, present in Michigan. Opt-in is required. Bonus issue. Non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration, max wager amount. See terms. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. Rieger is inexplicably in a Wall Street bro culture vest. What are you doing? I mean, seriously, what are you doing with this little vest on? Take that off. Stay a while, will you please? David, go ahead. You look like a finance bro. I mean, come on.
I just cover the Tigers. It's like 30 degrees out.
I understand, but you're indoors now. Take the vest off. You look like you're going duck hunting. All right, David, please.
I look like that dude from Billions.
Bobby Axelrod.
What happened to Larkin, Kenny? Can you answer that? The dude just disappeared.
Yeah, he's on a milk carton. I don't know. I can't. It's one of the many frustrating bits about this team, David.
Don't you ever bring up questioning the captain, okay? How dare you?
All right, someone wants to speak in Kenny language to help him out. Says, Kenny, be real. The Red Wings will never make you a sandwich. It's time to find a new sandwich barista. Oh my! That's from BC.
But Kenny
that
loves
help you.
And again, that's a reference. Kenny was once in a relationship because she got discounted lunch meat. It's factual. This is a bit.
Now that you put it in terms of sandwiches, I'm starting to understand what you're talking about.
Kenny's love language. Rieger, let me ask you a question. I have asked the people, look, tonight, Montreal, you're 6 out. This
must win.
Beyond, this is it.
Yeah.
So we said to Kenny, we know what you're going to do. You say you're going to spite watch, but the minute, like, Lucas Raymond scores, he's going right back to his ex.
Oh, God, yes.
So there's all in, hey, they're not eliminated. They're my team. I'm watching. There is phase 2, which is Kenneth, spite watch, Latte Larry. Or there's phase 3, me. F you. You're not getting my time. What phase are you at tonight?
Yeah, I'm probably right there with Kenny, but I like Kenny too as far as if they win tonight, then you start talking yourself into how
12%.
It's possible. Right, 4 points out, 5 games to go. You got to win everyone. They've won 3 of their last 4.
I know. I wish they'd just go away.
No, this is exactly what they did last year, The March swoon. You know how Izzo is Mr. March?
No, we need to stop that.
The Red Wings are not. And then in April, they start playing good hockey again.
Great.
Yeah.
So you're going to be spite watching?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I kind of feel I need it to be over, too. But if they somehow win and they make the playoffs, we'll all enjoy the hell out of it.
100%. But that doesn't mean they can't burn you out in the regular season.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, they're toying with your emotions.
That's why he
absolutely.
always ends up with his ex. She knows how to get him back.
That's the thing. Kenny cannot quit the Wings. No. He thinks he can, and I understand. Like, I guarantee you, if they go down 2-0 today in Montreal, Kenny's going to be pissed, but he's going to be happy. He's like, score again, Montreal, score again. That's what you're going to – I've been there. I've been like when the Wolverines were in their little 5-game losing skid and they couldn't win to save their life and they were getting their ass kicked by Michigan State, I was doing the exact same thing. But the second they start to win again, you're right back. We're all so weak.
Mm-hmm. The way Rieger puts stuff is the best. Okay. What are you doing next?
All right, we got a little Tigers. We got a little Red Wings. We got about 45 minutes before the biggest game of the year, at least the latest one.
Okay. That's it. That's all you're offering.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah. Why does Tom Izzo hate the portal? I don't know.
I don't know. I've been hearing rumblings of big announcements coming. Is that right?
For what?
For Michigan State.
No.
No?
What are you talking about?
I'm asking. A big portal announcement?
No. What? That Tom Izzo realizes it's open?
No, but I do have a question.
Either that or you seriously grossly overpay for somebody.
Yes. It's not your money.
Right. You would be miserable. I'm sorry. Frankie Fiddler.
I'm already miserable.
Okay.
11 games into the season, the Tigers are 7-4. The last
hottest
2 games,
team in baseball.
But it's so cold outside. What do you look at these 2 games against the Yankees? Because when it was the Chicago White Sox, everybody's like, it's the White Sox. It doesn't count. They stink. They just beat the Yankees by a combined score of 11-2. But it's so damn cold that I'm not sure the Yankees wanted to be there. Give me the importance of these 2 wins.
But it sounds like it's warm in New York.
Yeah, I listen, if you want to say the Yankees aren't very good, you can. They're not the White Sox.
They have the best OPS coming in.
Right, they're
the
good.
Tigers have shut them down.
Right, but that's also perverted by 22 home runs in 3 games against the Brewers.
Fair.
The point I'm making is, no, they're all important. And this is, the Yankees are going to win the better part of 90 games, injuries or not. These are good wins. And this was arguably their best game of the season. I mean, Tarek was great. No errors. Torque, power surge. No,
there was an error, but they called it a single. But yes, late in the game.
Work with me. It was really comprehensive, and they've won 7 out of 8. You get a chance to sweep the Yankees tomorrow. You have the Brewers coming up; they stink.
Quality series is how I see it.
No, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, it's impressive. They're hitting the cover off the ball. It's 26 degrees outside. They hit 4 homers.
Because I looked at the White Sox and the Dodgers. That was a wash. One you were supposed to lose, one you were supposed to win. Now we start with the
Dodgers have lost 3 or 4, maybe. Maybe they're not that good.
They were not going to win 162
We'll
games.
talk to everybody after Tiger Baseball tomorrow.
See you guys. Take
Rieger
care.
is dialed up. He's pumped up about Mara joining the Wolverines.
Oh, he's 7-3.
He's good.
Got another 7.
I like him more than Rico does.
Do you think
No, no, see, you are misrepresenting me, Mike, but you know what? That's what you do, so that's why we make fun of him.
And you are curious.
Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service.
Damn it.
Get green, stay green with Natural Way. Call 888-GET-GREEN to get started today. And with Natural Way, you get fewer chemicals and their environmentally sound practices. Each lawn will be assigned its own specialist. They will come out and custom tailor a solution specifically for you and your yard. They have been owned for over 35 years locally, so that means they can be trusted. And now for a limited time, when you call 888-GET-GREEN, purchase a full lawn program and get free grub control, but you have to mention my name. Tell them Rico from 97.1 said to give you a call at 888-GET-GREEN, and you will get your free grub control when you purchase the full lawn program. 888-GET-GREEN, or you can go online at naturalwaylawn.com.